Breaking news tonight, there has been a shooting in Quincy. We were first on the scene and have exclusive video of police responding. A house fire in Quincy leaves one person dead, plus the 113th Congress was sworn in today. An Illinois congressman makes a triumphant return to the Hill. KHQA News at 5 starts now.
This is KHQA News at 5. It's your news now.
Welcome to KHQA News at 5. I'm Stephen Johnson. One man has been shot and police are looking for a suspect in an afternoon incident in Quincy. Our own Raja Maples is live at the scene. Raja, what can you tell us?
Stephen, here's what we do know. The Quincy Police Department responded to this house behind me, 219 South 11th Street, shortly after 3 p.m. for reports of a gunshot wound. Now, I got here during the 3 o'clock hour and saw a man being wheeled out in a stretcher, and crews were doing CPR on him. It did not look like a good situation. Chief Copley said that the shooting happened inside of this house, and KHQA videographer Mark Schneider was first on the scene, and here's video of police first responding to this incident. Now, we had a lot of onlookers, a lot of neighbors I spoke to who weren't comfortable going on camera, saying that this part of Quincy has gotten bad with drug-related activity. I asked Chief Copley about that, and he said that it's really not any worse than any other part of the city. Now, here's a mugshot of the suspect. His name is Vincent B. Carter. Sergeant Duhamel of the Quincy Police Department said that he is approximately 5'7" tall, wearing a red and black sweatpants and a tan fuzzy coat. He is still on the loose, and Chief Copley said he is armed and dangerous, so do not try to apprehend him. We have some activity, a lot of activity here on South 11th Street. So if you see this man on the loose, he ran away, he did not get into a vehicle, you are urged to call the Quincy Police Department or Quincy Regional Crime Stoppers. Reporting live from South 11th Street, I'm Raja Maples. I'll have more tonight on KHQA News at 6.
Thank you, Roger. Appreciate it. Well, before we get to more news, let's get a check of your first forecast, and for that, we turn to Tegan.
Yeah, it didn't turn out to be too bad of a day. Wish we saw a little more sunshine, though. But the clouds did stick around. Temperatures managed to reach the 30s, and in fact, outside right now, it is 30 degrees. A little snow melted this afternoon. Winds around the northwest at 8 miles an hour with pressure at 30.34. Humidity at 74%. And we have some good news. In fact, a warm-up is in store for the Tri-States as we head into next week. So enjoy the snow now, because by next week, it's going to be melted and gone. All right.
Thanks, Tegan. Well, a 52-year-old Quincy man has died as a result of a house fire last night. Adams County Coroner Jim Keller identifies the victim as Daniel Dietrich. He was pronounced dead on the scene about 11:20 p.m. The call came in around 10:09 last night. When crews arrived, they found heavy fire coming from the two-story structure.
We had investigators that we called to the scene, investigators from both the fire department and police department. They did an initial investigation, determined it'd be best to come back during daylight hours to conclude the investigation. So they got back on scene about 8 o'clock this morning. They're still working the incident right now. So there's really nothing to report at this time because the investigation's ongoing.
The cause of that fire is under investigation. 1 year has passed since the tragic fire that took down half the downtown block of Hamilton, Illinois, and the life of a 5-month-old infant. People still remember where they were when they found out about the fire in the 900 block downtown. 18 people were rescued from the fire, but the fire took the life of 5-month-old Jillian Lorgan. Hamilton Police Chief Rob Bell says one of the owners and the city managed to clean up the rubble. Inside the building was an appliance store and an apartment complex. The appliance business reopened shop in Keokuk.
We stand as a city. We're glad to see that the rubble has been removed. A tragic accident. We just want to move on with our lives. The city has done well in getting the cleanup done, and along with one of the business owners.
Currently no plan on whether they will rebuild on the land where the fire took place. Illinois Senator Mark Kirk is back in office after suffering a stroke. Kirk climbed the steps of Capitol Hill today with help from his cane and colleagues. He was greeted by Vice President Joe Biden. The stroke affected the right side of Kirk's brain last January, forcing him to relearn how to walk.
Temperatures across the area did warm up to 34 degrees today, but we're looking at a big warm up in store. All those details for you coming up next.